After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Today, Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin.
Resistance is futile. Warning, ship is under attack.
The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Keep firing!
Welcome to Star. People you can interact with.
Finally! I was beginning to think you forgot what today was. Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget, I think Rasky is just ahead. He wanted to thank you for helping him cram.
There you are! I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final, and for all the other times you've helped me. I've always admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our class. What ship did you get? Good luck! Before you report to Lieutenant Farah and get your assignment, you should find Tvrel. She wanted to talk to you. She's just up the pathway.
Greetings. It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12.8% on the second attempt, well within my standard norms. Now I am qualified to serve as both a science officer and a communications officer. Morik would like to see you as well. He is ahead of us on the path.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
There you are! Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet. From what I heard, the advanced phaser training simulation is tripping people up. Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you? Yes, I have the complete assignment list here. Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in. You're going to have to ask him.
Objects you can interact with have a glow around them. Press F to interact with a doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
Come. Cadet. I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy. And I must say, I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program. I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program, and I want to see good results, no exceptions. I did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask my tactical officer to set it up. Another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. Still, I'm sure Cadet Flores will settle down and become a fine officer someday. I'll tell Flores to meet you out in the quad. Talk to her to start the phaser training, and I'll see you when you're finished. You're dismissed, Cadet.
I got the tactical officer spot. Just what I wanted. Where'd you end up? You never did that? I thought you were Mr. Extra Credit. Everyone knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to pass that program. Don't worry, you'll do fine. Come on, I'll take you to the holodeck and set it up. Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship. Have you seen the whales in San Francisco Bay? I never seem to spot them. I sometimes forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
Last one of the console buys the first round tonight! Setting up the training program now. I hope Holodeck 2 is your lucky holodeck. Shoot stuff, don't die. Pretty basic, really. It's standard stuff. The program runs a variation. The last time I tried to give someone a little help, I ended up on academic probation for the rest of the year. Not saying I haven't learned a few tricks since then, though. Phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can grab one there.
Press the V key to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective. The pistol has been automatically equipped. Move to the center of the room. In combat, right-click on the target and fire your weapon. While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat. You can holster and draw your weapon with the H key.
Well done, Cadet. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory. Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Congratulations. Yes, you should be proud of your accomplishments here, Cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
First officer, way to go! Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least now you'll get to boss us all around like you'll do great. But we should head up to the shuttle bay.
this. All cadets report to Shuttle Bay to prepare for departure.
Okay, all of... Okay, all of the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I'm sure everyone's a bit nervous, this being our first real assignment and all. So, I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you. Something heartwarming. Make to...
All cadets, please board your shuttles.
Are you ready to head to the ship?
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Oh, look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship. Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft. Average speed, warp 5 point nothing. She's a tough little ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge. I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See ya.
Name and position? I have your record right here, sir. Welcome to the ship. Captain Taggart is waiting for you on the bridge. Use the turbo lift behind me.
Welcome to the bridge, number 1. Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number 1, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me on the best course of action in any situation. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors. Then to say...
Earth traffic control has cleared us to depart.
Very good, number 1.
Shuttle bay doors are closed, sir.
Very good, number 1. Potter, take us out. 1/4 impulse. Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number 1. Potter, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
To sit, right-click on the chair you wish to sit in.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
Captain, I am picking up a distress call from the SS Break-Even, audio only.
Let's hear it, Tavrel.
This is the SS Break-Even.
Our warp core is failing, and we are in need of assistance.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes.
Transporter room. Prepare to beam over survivors.
Sir, sensors can't read anything in the vicinity of the break-even.
Communications are out as well.
Keep trying to hail them, Tyrell. Number 1, let's discuss the situation. You heard the distress call? Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist. Good. What do you advise? Raising the shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution. I agree. Flores, raise shields. Number 1.
I'm getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. Trying to compensate. I think I have it. This is a lot different than the training scenarios. Beaming them over now. Klingons!
This vessel is now property of Captain Kadek of the IKS Chot.
Security is reporting disruptor fire. You have the command codes to unlock an armory. We still have weapons.
Go to the armory locker in this room.
our best to cripple this.
Sometimes missions specialized to your career class are available. Press C to crouch. Crouching is a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks. Press X
Number 1, we've got injured up here and the Klingons could send a board.
Go see to the bridge. We will secure this area.
Incoming transmission from the Klingon.
This is Captain Kayak of the IKS Chart. You may have forced my boarding parties off your decks, but our ship remains cloaked. You have no hope of finding us. Perhaps your captain will... Order your crew to surrender, Captain, or I will blow them out of the sky. It's your choice, Captain. Do you want these children to die?
Very well. Number 1, you are now the captain of the ship. Your orders are to lock onto my combat and fire! Make me proud.
We have target lock, Captain. We've lost their signal. What now? We survived, but the Captain Taggart knew what would happen.
Alyssa Flores is now your bridge officer. Bridge officers add abilities to your ship in space and accompany you on away missions on the ground.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken...
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
She's still cloaked, but I think she took some real damage. We're in rough shape too, Captain.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the systems back online.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
Oh, hello, Starfleet. No hard feelings, right? I had to send that distress signal. If I didn't, that crazy Klingon was going to blow my ship into space junk. And, because Starfleet's always ready to help and all, could you help me repair my ship? I'm...
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q. Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for it.
Looks like she just needs 3 or 4 warp induction coils. We have plenty of those to spare.
Position yourself near the ship and press F to interact with it.
Thanks. We'd help you if we could, but I just don't see any profit in that, you know?
Well, looks like we're on our own. At least they said thank you, I guess.
Almost done, Captain. Level 2 diagnostics shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair. Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but I think the Klingons specifically sabotaged them when they boarded us. It's an easy way to cripple a ship. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't...
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here. There's wreckage all over this region. I can scan the derelicts and see if any of them have intact plasma injectors. Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Press the spacebar to fire energy weapons. Ship is under attack. Item is dropped for you.
Digging through scraps we've left behind.
Yeah, that guy's getting annoying.
These plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. 3.7-liter flow put with shielded... You have your problems, I have mine.
Zarva's dealing with the warp core, but until she's done, we're still stranded out here with no way to call for help. Oh, don't forget... Of course we can. We're the class of 2409. Tivrel has been working with the engineers, and they've pinpointed the locations of several Klingon signal jammers. That's what blocked our communications during the ambush. I recommend that we destroy the jamming satellites.
You must be... Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets. Warning. Torpedoes on them when their shield is down. Target shield.
Nice shot. 2 more jamming satellites left.
I haven't forgotten about you. Think your ship can take a couple more hits.
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal?
That Klingon ship took some real damage. I'll bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. We might be able to use that to find them. Understood. I'd rather not die to Klingons on my first day. I'll send the source of the plasma signature to navigation. It will show up on the map. It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
I can make your death swift.
Activate full impulse by clicking on... Your ship is outfitted with phaser beam bank. This is the firing arc for the... Firing it... Federation captains who... by clicking on the icon or pressing Alt and 1. High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from...
This is Captain Volok of the USS Renown. Do you require assistance? A Klingon captain would have to be very bold to travel this far into Federation territory. And did you follow his orders? So, I take it you are in command now. Very well. We will escort your ship to Earth Space Dock. And if he reveals his position, he will be dealt with accordingly. Until then, you are to set a course for our position. Is part of being a Starfleet officer. You learned this lesson well.
My house will avenge me!
The Renown will escort you back to Earth Space Dock. But first we must inform the USS Kittimer that... One moment. My communications officer informs me that we are unable to contact the Kittimer. We will proceed to their coordinates to determine if they require assistance, and your ship will accompany us. I hereby...
You are now in sector space. Airships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space. Use M to open up the map for sector space. You can click on a system to plot a course and set your ship to automatically fly to it.
We're here, Captain. The USS Kittimer is dead ahead, and the renowned...
Yes, sir. I will require approximately 15 seconds.
Ah, Captain Fullon. Captain Taggart? What are you both doing here? Always good to follow the orders of your superior officers.
These cadets were the unfortunate victims of a Klingon ambush. Captain Taggart is dead, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Renown was escorting them back to Earth's space dock, but when we could not raise the Kittimer, I deemed it imperative to alter our course and assess the situation. Captain Yim, what is your status?
I'm troubled by the anomalies in this system, and if they're affecting long-range communications, then they're doubly a cause for concern. Let's do this by the numbers. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do an in-depth scan of the anomalies. With all 3 ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate a course of action. The Renown has the largest science team, so I recommend we send our data there for analysis. Any questions? You're quite confident for a cadet. You remind me a bit of myself when I was an ensign. Of course, I wasn't commanding a ship back then. Let's see how you perform before you start claiming that chair full time.
You can set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, speed, or balance.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Kittimer here. Are you seeing the same gamma radiation levels that we are? My Chief Science Officer, Commander Davis, had suggested the same thing, but it seems you're already aware of it. Good work. We'll perform a reverse tachyon.
Deflector dish is realigned for a reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir. Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The board!
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the U.S. The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
The Borg were brutally efficient on the Kittimer. The emergency medical hologram may be in command simply because no one else is fit to do so. The Borg have not been seen. I will send teams to aid the Kittimer. You will have to finish the scans. We need to know the extent of the Borg presence here. Have your data, and our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer.
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help. I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected. It's an invasion force. We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
As we see it. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area for a larger invasion. Long-range sensors are already detecting inbound transwarp signatures. The most likely target for a first strike is the Vega system. There is a civilian colony there, and if the Borg could take it by surprise, they would have large numbers of new drones at their disposal. You must go to the Vega colony and warn them that the Borg are coming. The Renown is better equipped to hold off further Borg attacks and assist the Kittimer. It is logical for us to remain here. We will delay the collective, but you must warn the colonists at Vega. It is imperative that you warn the colony at Vega of the impending attack. We will do what we can to hold off the Borg here in Vega and repair the Kittimer.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready?
Shields up, red alert.
We arrived before the Borg. Tivrel managed to establish...
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today? Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you say the Borg? What about them?
I have lost contact. Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg
are jamming up any remote signal.
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here. Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them. Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you. All civilian ships have safely warped out the system, Captain. Captain, the Borg have landed.
Choose your away team for your next mission. Your choices for who will be on your away team will grow as you recruit more bridge officers.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is... No, sir. I'll follow your lead. That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Are we too late? Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
Thank you. We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
Officers. This is your character. Here you can see your equipped items. You can also equip your...
for Cole. I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. I know. Coles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship. No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Coles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship. But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65.
We have lowered shields for the transporter, sir. I will need to raise them at the first sign of board ships.
Pattern enhancers are working, and not a moment too soon. I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
Remember when we thought fighting a crazy Klingon was the worst thing that could happen today? Another group of civilians is beamed to the ship, Captain.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born on Vega. There's no way I'm sitting by and letting the Borg take it without a fight.
All right, Coles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't hesitate.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field. The Borg are so, what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil. Transporting anyone they can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible. We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one, possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course. Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around. Never thought I'd wish I was back at the Academy studying for the Astrometrics final. On sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe. Guess it's our time to go out in a blaze of glory.
Held off what we could in Pollux and sent a signal out to Starfleet. These were the closest ships. Others will be arriving as soon as they can. You have handled things well thus far. Excellent thinking on reconfiguring the satellites into warning beacons. We received the signal as soon as we arrived in the system. I will be discussing that option with the other captains here. But your priority is to protect the civilians you have on board, as well as to ensure the safety of your crew. The Khitomer will return to Earth space dock with you. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Quinn. He will have more information for you. You and your crew have done well. Koles would make a fine addition to your senior staff.
Congratulations,
Captain
Lieutenant.
Volok told us to get to Earth space dock, and I think he's right. We need to get the civilians to safety. And I don't think I can handle any more excitement.